Mr. Reese's, your 2 o'clock is here.
Thanks, Marcia. Send them in. And will you call Jif and make sure that they know we really need that next supply of PB? Come in, Roger. We're gonna forego the normal pleasantries during this time. It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Here's my resume that I've prepared in case
Seems
you were
like
needing that.
seems it's pretty elaborate. So, Roger, tell me a little bit about yourself. Grew up in Florida, was it?
That's correct. Milton, Florida is where I started my journey. But I kind of traveled all across the South doing Easter bunnying, I guess. Started about 10 years ago, and at first it was kind of a hobby, just kind of dabbled in it, but I really, really enjoyed it, and now I'm trying to do it professionally. So,
Well, and that's why we're here. We're getting ready for the 2021 season. We had a little bit of a weird anomaly this past year.
for sure.
So, Roger, Easter bunnying. Why do you want to get into this business?
Well, my father was actually the Easter Bunny back in '82. He
It's a
was
good year.
Oh, for sure. He was 18 or 19 at the time. He was one of the youngest Easter bunnies to ever do it. And he particularly remembers giving you Rogaine for Easter in that.
As you
that
can see,
basket. Yes,
it's been a
but
long time, but
it
it's still
has.
going strong.
Yeah.
Well, Roger, I know that we have people when they come in here. We've asked you to do a little bit of research. It's important for us in this special time to know what the people like all over our country. Different regions like different things. So tell me a little bit about what you found in your research.
So I did some research while I was getting my doctorate, and then I've done a bit more independently outside of that. I found that the South, they really enjoy Starburst jelly beans, and it has to be Starburst brand. In the North, they like Cadbury eggs as well as Reese's eggs. They don't melt like they do in the South.
We're working on it.
I know. And California, they like free-range Cadbury eggs, non-GMO, vegan, things like that. In the Midwest, Colorado specifically, pretty much anything that pairs well with a brownie.
It's not really about the candy.
Exactly, we know that. And Skittles, actually, recently, you may know this, but they're coming out with a prototype Skittle, and it's flavored like sardines. They're trying it on a small community in Alaska.
The Bush people up there,
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm not surprised you know about that. But
We have ears everywhere. So, Roger, this may be the awkward part of the interview, but we have ears, we have eyes. A lot of our people are eating carrots, so they have great eyesight. But when we bring people in, especially people that are on our top level as far as this position is concerned, I have a team that they do some research for me. It goes a little bit more extensively beyond the application and the cover letter that you submitted, because we're making an investment. It's a big investment for a year. Your dad went through this back in '82 as well. And so we found some things on your social media, some incidents around 2017, 2018. It's concerning. And I wanted to give you the opportunity to put some of this into context, because I understand maybe I've only seen a little bit, but Roger, here's what I've seen. I saw a bunny filled with rage. I saw, this rabbit who is supposed to be taking these eggs to little boys and little girls and providing them joy on Easter. You'd taken these eggs, so when you were smashing them on cars, and we saw some of them were just filled with candy. Some of them were filled with other things that, Roger, I just hope it was candy.
I don't feel like there's any room for you to be concerned, but I do understand where you're coming from with those videos. 2017, that was Cancun. Started as kind of a humanitarian thing where I went down there, but there was, it was around spring break. There was some parties that happened. Definitely not proud of it, but I don't quite remember what happened, but someone said the wrong thing to me, and of course, I had the eggs on hand. I always keep those on me, but I just found the nearest convenience store, got some slices of cheese.
Yeah, what's the deal with the cheese?
Like I said, I don't quite remember. I can't explain my thought process there, but yeah, something just came over me, and I was just pelting these cars with eggs and cheese, and there was lots of screaming kids. I do remember that, but yeah. So I mean, I apologize for those things, and I've apologized for them in the past, but.
So how do we know that we can trust you going forward? If you're chosen, and everybody that's coming through, they're not perfect, but if you're chosen, how do we know that we can trust you? And I don't give you, Reese's peanut butter cups, eggs, and we lose a great brand in all of the capital that we've built with our customers throughout the years.
Well, I think you should know that I respect this position greatly. And so I think that is one of the great inspirations behind why I want this, is because I respect your company, and I know that it is such a great position to have, and I feel like with that position you're held with high regard, but there's also a big light that's on you the whole time. So I feel like those are some of the reasons why I would be able to keep myself in control and things like that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in. I know that it's not easy to get in here, especially during this time. Our people will be in touch. Make sure that compliance takes this and looks it over. But I wish you the best of luck in this process, and you can see yourself out.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Reese.
You're welcome. It's like whole resume is like a whole pile of whoppers. Thank goodness that's over. He will never hop for us.